In this video, we'll talk about tips and beginner strategies on what cards to play in different positions on the preflop. First, let's talk about what cards you'll want to play in the early position. Players in this position are at a disadvantage by going first. Best advice? Play only with very strong cards. When playing under the gun, it's best to play the premium cards. Pair of aces, pair of kings, pair of queens, pair of jacks, ace-king, or ace-queen to optimize your calls. When playing the small blind or big blind and someone else is called, you can raise with a pair of eights or better. If unpaired, raise with an ace-jack or better. Call only for suited connectors or suited high cards. Let's say a player before you raised and you have either a set of paired or unpaired high cards. In a scenario like this, the smart move is to re-raise. Now, let's shimmy a bit to the middle position. Imagine you're any of these players. Got that? Okay, here are moves you should consider. If everyone before your turn has folded, open bet with a raise. Avoid limping. That will only show indecisiveness. You can raise with a pair of sevens or better if paired, an ace-jack or better if unpaired. In the event that someone has called before you, it's best to call with a pair of nines or better if paired. 10-queen upwards if unpaired, or even suited connectors. Now if someone raises before your turn, re-raise with a pair of tens, or better if paired, and ace-jack or better if unpaired. Your best action for a pair of nines or suited connectors is to call. And finally, for the late position, here's some pro tips. Scenario 1. Everyone else has folded. What you should do? Raise with any pair. Any suited ace with kicker 7 or better. Any 2 cards with 10 value or higher. And any suited connector. Remember, be very aggressive. Raise or fold only. Checking will be taken as a sign of weakness. Scenario 2. The previous player decides to call. What you should do? Raise with a 10-10 or better if paired. Ace-jack or better if unpaired. Call if you have a suited card with value of 9 or higher. Any suited ace, and any suited connectors. Scenario 3. Previous player raises. It's best to just call if you have suited connectors or any pair. But re-raise with whole cards 10-10, or better if paired, or ace-queen, or better if unpaired.